What's going on, everybody? Sean Pierce Johnson here for this week's edition of Stompbox Saturday, and on the stomping block today, the No-Brainer distortion by Greenhouse Effects. And it should be a no-brainer as to exactly what this pedal does. It's a high-gain distortion pedal, a very tweakable high-gain distortion pedal that, depending upon your taste, might be a little hard to find the appropriate sound you're looking for. But if you're into a raging high-gain monster, heavier styles of music, from classic metal to modern metal, stoner metal, or anything in between, this just might be the distortion pedal for you. 4 knobs govern the sound: volume, gain, tone, and mid. Now, the tone knob and the mid-range knob work in a very musical way together. While as the tone knob affects the higher frequencies, that mid-range knob allows you to gently glide through the mid-range frequencies, find that perfect frequency that you want to either accentuate or scoop away, and can get you some of the girthiest distortion sounds that you've ever heard. And not to mention some pretty unique filtered tones at that. So let's jump in, let's find some of these sounds, and let's get ready for the no-brainer. So this first setting I got dialed up is kind of in the range of the classic side of the distortion spectrum. Think overdriven plexi, classic metal records from Priest, and even going towards AC/DC. And the interesting thing about this is that with the gain knob turned all the way back, like I have it right now, you start out with a pretty good amount of gain. So here's the clean sound. And then let's kick on the no-brainer. So already it's pretty heavily overdriven, definitely very cranked British amp, if you will. Alright, so this next sound is more in the fuzzy, filtery kind of vibe that you can get with this pedal, and it's really all about using all 4 knobs together, finding those special positions where everything just works well together. So right now, the volume and the gain knob are going to be just about 10 o'clock, little over, little under, give or take, and then the gain knob is going to be just under 12 o'clock, and I've got the mids knob up to 3 o'clock. And what that's going to give us is a very singing, sustaining lead tone. You can hear very honky, very singing, and if you let it ring out, you can go away and have a bite, all that jazz. And now typically I like to put fuzz sounds on top of a dirty channel, like such. You can hear all that noise. I mean, fuzzes tend to be noisy, but there's just a little bit more, so you gotta work really hard to contain all that noise. But if you work the knobs right, you just might surprise yourself. Well, there you have it, everybody. There is your look at the no-brainer distortion from Greenhouse Effects. Just a couple things before we head out. There is a ton of volume in this thing, a ton of output, and so much gain it might be dizzying to you. It's definitely not a pedal that you can play in the quiet and still of the night, and it's not going to make you very popular with the neighbors. But I'm not going to let that concern anybody. It does take a little bit of knob twisting to find the kind of sounds that you might be looking for, but if the sounds that you're looking for you heard in this pedal, it's definitely worth taking a look at. Hope you guys enjoyed this look, and stay tuned for next week's Stompbox Saturday. Until then, happy stomping. Cheers.